We're making a movie in Tokyo.
Alright, sums it up. We're starting shooting a week from Sunday, which is the 29th of September. Today's the 20th of September.
So it's the final countdown?
It's the final countdown. Sophia and I, believe it or not, we've already been in Japan for a month.
I can't believe it.
I know. We've been living here for a month, integrating. I think our Japanese is very good now. And I'm ecstatic.
Where are we? Hello.
Art department and wardrobe. Hi.
Nancy.
Floor 2, central nervous system.
And what's on that floor?
Production, locations, AD, department.
And this floor?
Anybody else we can fit.
Hi, Shuko. These are
Shuko-san.
location department. Hi.
My assistant.
He's the greatest.
Sophia. Nice to meet you. This is my husband.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it has been a little complicated. It's very,
Who's on first?
it's very who's on first. Like, you have a conversation like 4 times. You know, we're not really ready to lock this location. Let's look at a few others, and like you go in and on the production office board, that location is locked.
Yeah,
So
we gotta get our locations for our cast.
this is casting. Casting director Kondo-san.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Fine.
Dai,
Hello. How you doing? How are you?
aka Charlotte.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
We did Charlotte in our reading.
How's it going over here?
That's kind of good.
A whole bunch of
Thank you very much in Japan. Standing audition.
Sads.
Yes, yeah.
Sads is his name?
No, it's his band.
Oh, we have to get them. Can we get them?
Pretty calm. You look pretty.
It's because Bill's coming.
Bill's coming Thursday.
Hey, Soph, what's happening today?
Bill's coming today. It's like Christmas morning, waiting to be able to open the presents.
How did you do it?
Perseverance.
I haven't even met him and I love him.
I can't believe it. I can't wait to see Bill in his kimono. Sad in the room. I can't believe he's really coming to do the movie. It's my dream.
That's gonna be a good still, so you gotta, like...
What?
You gotta...
That?
Yeah. Him.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be good. The other... What?
That could be the poster. Bill's in Tokyo. He looks so cute in his fitting. And afterwards, Nancy's like, I love Bill. And then Eva, the script supervisor, is like, I love Bill too. And you know I do.
Everyone loves Bill.
It's just like my fantasy. I get to sit there and get him dressed exactly how I want him to be. And do everything just exactly how I want. Put him in a tuxedo just to make me laugh. So I'm very lucky.
You felt very lucky that Bill's here to see your amusement. It's every girl's dream.
Y tus trailers, visita mi canal.
I could do it. You guys have to crack the ceremonial bucket. Say no!
They're addictive. I only eat them on set. Still here.
I am that section.
What's the symbolism of starting with
It's
this?
a special kind of purification sake to celebrate the occasion. And it's cracked open to kind of celebrate the happiness of all of us coming together and making a movie together.
And how are you feeling a day before shooting?
No problem. No problem. I promise. No problem at all up until the end of the shooting, I declare.
Hey man, good morning.
I feel Spike and I are twins.
Yeah. So it's all happening.
Speak to me in 12 hours, but another.
Okay, we'll just go that way and say something else.
That's cool. 今日はよろしくお願いいたします。実際にはこうなんかが坂本さんとお茶のおばあ様ですね。ここで言葉が
Yes, you can just bring the. That looks cute. I think it's adorable. So we should see you next to each other and see if it's too much.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
I like your shirt.
Oui. Hey.
Your hair looks great. You look really pretty.
Thank you.
Are you glad to have someone pretty this year?
What's that?
Are you glad to have someone pretty this year?
Yeah.
Okay, Big Easy. I don't want you to just fall apart now that you're here in another culture where there's no law.
You know, English is my second language.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Spanish is my third language. I don't have a first, and now Japanese is my fourth.
How old are you? How old are you?
How old are you?
5? 5? Big.
How old are you? How old are you?
5. You're big like Godzilla, baby. Big.
So this is something in my family that everyone does before the first shot, and we say puwaba 3 times.
これは私の家族が映画の撮影の最初のショットの前に必ず行う儀式です。で、みんなで輪を作ってで手を握ってプワバ。
Yeah, so we're all gonna hold hands and we say the word puwaba 3 times.
3回。
For good luck.
それを言って幸運を祈ります。この映画の成功を。
Okay, is everyone holding hands?
皆さん手を握ってますね。はい。
Okay.
Puwaba, puwaba, puwaba.
So Taka, how did yesterday go?
Yesterday went great. You know, we missed one scene outside because the sound was gone. But we stayed in the hospital and we finished the whole hospital sequence. So
It was a good first day.
we had a very good first day. And we can only get better.
Looks like every TV studio.
And I'm going to do some nice eye enhancement. Bit of smudgy eye makeup, I think.
Smudgy? Are you going to give me smoky bedroom eyes?
Yes. That's what I was thinking. Suntory time, you see.
You look like a cover model.
Seriously.
変わったんまた変わった。撮影者の後ろにいると思うんですが。
It's September 30th. It's 4 p.m. Tokyo time, and we just did something truly impossible, which is in the rain, shot Shibuya Crossing. This is something Sophia and I have been panicked about for months. And our Shibuya side street, up on sticks, big, tall sticks, no problem, no police, no nothing. Beautiful shots, quite amazing. It's all easy from here. Anyway, that's it. There's the team. shot from the second floor of the Starbucks. So we're going to all go upstairs and pretend we're ordering lattes, and then we're going to place the camera in the window and get a POV from the window on the second floor.
Almost done with day 2. The morning was sketchy.
Sophia needs a foot massage.
Not that he never was that low.
Rat pack.
I'm sorry, no?
Rat pack?
Rat pack?
Rat pack, yes, please. Pay more attention, please.
I hope I didn't ruin it for the sound through. I cracked up.
Do you want to see the little thing with Bob and the video crew doing
Yeah,
his...
they should do
Yeah,
that.
they should do
But
what they were...
Before that, he needs to be sitting there for a minute. Not
I understand.
before
I understand. Just give him a moment
Yeah, and then they
to
should just
notice.
match what they did. They
Right.
did a little...
Okay. じゃあとりあえずボブさんが電話を切り終えるところから続けます。はい。で同じタイミングでメイクアップのカナさんがはけて、それでビデオクルーが入りますよね。でその時にいきなりずっと入るんじゃなしにやっぱり最初みたいにマークぐらいまでのとこ行ってで止まってで彼が見たらこの動きをやってください。007 007 Martini, but okay, I got it. 007. Yeah.
There's just a little bit more in here.
Right.
There's just a little bit more in here. So that's why when it did feel loose, it felt loose in these fingers and maybe a little bit strong on the top of it. So you just grab it a little more with this. Or this.
When he's speaking, he should talk.
で、ボブさんに語りかけるときはもうボブさんの方に向いて日本語なんです。はい、日本語で。はい。
Very serious. Making up.
かなりシリアスめで、もう芸術作品を作ってる。カット。
So then after you can say kato and then say, you know, that's great, and we'll give some more feedback. I think the whole thing, it's funny, the whole thing, the pace needs to be quicker between, because he has to start shooting more behind schedule. And
もう少し全体をこうちょっと短くした方がいいですね。時間も実際に自分撮影の時間も結構してるっていうことで割とこう焦ってるっていう部分
And
が。
also with Miss Kawasaki, that as soon as he's just finishing, she should be beginning to translate because there's kind of a pause in between when he speaks. I think I like Lance. I like when Kawasaki was on the stage. I like when she was here on the stage. We don't want her running back and forth. I forgot about our cozy 3-shot. Let's see if you stand here, and the director's here. So let's just let's run through it again at a faster pace without pauses in between.
Okay.
Cut! And go again?
That's a wrap. Day 3.
Supposedly the news on yesterday's news said that this is the biggest typhoon since World War II.
No way, really?
Really.
For sure? And where's it gonna make landfall?
Where's it gonna what?
Make landfall. Where will it actually touch the Japanese mainland?
Oh, well, actually it's heading right for central Tokyo.
No shit.
Right.
Are you
for
serious?
But we'll be okay. I mean, everyone's freaking out and stuff
I
like
haven't
that.
seen any. How would I know this?
We'll be fine.
It's the second largest, or I think it's actually the largest typhoon since World War II. And its peak is going to be at 9 o'clock. Yeah, the roads are getting bad. So we're trying to get everybody out of here by 7 if it's possible. Because of that, we're not going to have any time to meet here afterward. And those who don't live at the Oakwood, I think need to get home. So, are there any things that you want to talk about now about tomorrow? I think we're in good shape. We have the subway, which we have a whole plan set up for tomorrow morning. It's going to work great. We're going to get up. We're going to have a nice reasonable call, 8 a.m. Just a small group of us are going to go over to the office. Scarlett's going to have her hair and makeup. It's going to be done, and her wardrobe. We're going to walk down, get in the subway, and go.
Is it really typhooning?
It's typhooning, babe.
We gotta get out of here. We better go now.
Yeah, the water on the river is like, just a couple feet from the bridge.
Please be careful.
Hey!
I think it's our third day. Hi, guys.
Today is day 4.
もうちょっと距離を上げて。
もうちょっと距離を空けて。
傾けられますかね。横と。Well, I think it's...
She looks up, she's down, and then she looks up. Like that.
4:30, October 2nd, day 4 of shooting. Losing the light, and we're trying to make it happen here with Bob. In the middle of the street. Craziness today. Does this look like it's good for one person? For Bill-san.
A lot of challenges shooting in any city or any location, but Tokyo is it's exacerbated because it's really loud and there's music everywhere. There's loudspeakers blaring everywhere, and it's made even more difficult by the fact that we're shooting in a very free-form style, so that we lots of times have the camera handheld, and we don't do lots of rehearsals, so we are able to keep it very loose and fresh, but it adds to the difficulty of not knowing exactly what's going to happen. They're challenges. The fact that they weren't all arrested when we shot on the subway means that we may try it again, and then maybe I'll get to come along, because I think the first time they were afraid of an altercation, so they tried to keep it to a very, very, very small group.
I got this book a long time ago. So long ago I got this book. The copyright is 1988. And I don't know why, I thought it was so stupid. I don't know why I got it. What I'm working on is That's what I'd like to be able to say at all times.
What does that mean?
Which is, who do you think you're talking to? And it comes in very handy in any situation. If, like, Ava, you should, what's my first line of dialogue?
Are you going to do your Brad, or your Brad? Wasn't there anyone else around to lavish you with attention?
Huh?
Hey!
Huh?
Hey!
Short Legs is another one that I really like too. Short Legs, hold on.
What's that book you got?
Short Legs, which I think is something you should be able to say to anyone, is Tansoku. Hey. Hey. Tansoku. 誰に向かって物言ってんだよ。誰に向かって物言ってんだよ。
I'm sorry.
誰に向かって物言ってんだよ。ボタ誰に向かって物言ってんだよ。
今外にいます。
What are you gonna say to that?
誰に向かって物言ってんだよ。
今外にいます。That means I'm outside, buddy.
The beach is that away. Yeah, what I said to you is, I really don't love you anymore, so I'm going to change my phone number.
Is that really in there?
It's a good one.
We're outside of Shabu Shabu. We got the plug pulled, which never happened to me before. Literally pulled out all the lights.
Yeah.
And we got kicked out.
So it's the first week, and we had a typhoon, which ended up being really like full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. But the owner of the Shabu Shabu restaurant is full of sound and fury, and full of sound and fury.
Worse than the typhoon.
Yeah, it was worse than the typhoon.
I was so impressed by Bill though. He carried on.
Bill was great. Bill asked if he could carry equipment back to the truck. He said, "Come on, let me take some cables. Let me take some."
We kept the scene going even when the lights were being unplugged. And the waitress wouldn't bring the props.
The waitress wouldn't bring the props.
Ava, thanks for filling in as the waitress.
Yeah. It was very, very stressful. And in the middle of it all, which you even missed, which was fantastic that you missed this, but in the middle of it all, while Lance was turning around, we had our medical exams right in the restaurant.
You guys did the exams today also?
Bill and Scarlett.
How are you guys feeling about week 2?
All the kids in the neighborhood. Well, it's day one at the Park Hyatt. We're shooting at the Park Hyatt.
I feel great because I'm not hungover.
Week 2 is waiting for week 3.
Okay, here we go.
So it's tight.
Very serious, very like, they know what they're doing, very precise.
Okay. 今まで何本か行けた枝ってあります？
We're doing great. It's an all-nighter. It's day 11 of shooting, and we're doing great. The footage is amazing. People are fucking tired, but in great spirits. And we're sitting here at the top of the world in the Park Hyatt. I haven't slept in 2 months and counting, but we'll sleep in November.
Miss Scarlett Johansson. No fun.
英語で
I love Scarlett Johansson. Miss Scarlett Johansson.
What do you like about her?
どこが好きかって
In English.
She's all.
Huh?
All.
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 You like all of her?
All of her.
Okay. I see.
She's so cute. And 優しい
English.
竹内さん優しいってなんて言うんですか Sweet.
どういう意味の優しい
She's so sweet.
Okay.
Sweet child of mine.
How about Sophia?
Sophia is so cool.
So cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
And sweet.
Do you like working for her?
And leg is very long. あとスニーカーいっぱい持ってる。
本番回ってます。Quiet please. 68 take 2 speed.
This is the first rehearsal for the casting, for the cast, the water aerobics cast. I think the casting department has outdone itself. And that's Hugo, the instructor. So Hugo's starting.
Oh my
With the 85 on.
There's Lance. Lance, how do you feel? You just sunrise.
Yeah. Damn. We got it.
Maybe we should have Charlie and Demi here yelling off screen. Action sequence. We want at the end. We want to make sure that you guys are in front of Bill and Scarlett.
Scarlett.
We should Bob and Scarlett behind you. You and Daikon are in front of them, throwing the ball. So if when you're running, if it changes at the end, go stand in front of them. Okay.
Okay.
I got a, you know, a nice, I think it's a nice sort of where Nobu is, you know, it's kind of classic sort of.
So look good.
Do you think we should have a sidekick at the very end, like?
We can use him as a background element too, like he can be.
He's farther back, and then when he's shooting, then he starts. Let's go.
誰に向かって物を言ってんだよ。
Yeah, look at him.
See? Look at that. I said it to a guy. I said it to a guy in the hotel. Yeah, this guy came on and complained because we were making noise in the makeup room, and I said, "誰に向かって物を言ってんだよ." And his face went white, and he turned and went right back in his room. It means, who do you think you're talking to? Yeah, it's like the last thing you say before. It's the 14th of October. This is the beginning of week 3. It's nice to get out of the Park Hyatt. It should be a good day. We have a lot of exterior stuff into the afternoon. Then we're going to move into Ichikan Sushi. And we're going to do our big sushi scene with Bob and Charlotte.
I think you guys, after the last one was so horrible, that you can lighten up a little on this one. But you know, when it's gone really bad, you try to make it a little bit.
Try my hardest. Always trying.
Let's go right in here.
I guess you're just calling to find out when you're coming back. That's
Really annoying.
It's too much if she asks you another house decorating thing that you think.
Hi, cheese. もちろんいいから今度フラッシュライトで行きます。
He's making funny faces. He's over here like. I'm more that. Stop it. Stop it too. You're not making.
Crowd going here. No one has any idea what is going on, but everybody.
How do you feel about the Beatles?
I love the Beatles. Early Beatles. More
How do you feel about the Beatles, Marek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'd rather have Bob Dylan anyway. What'd you say?
So your desert island music is
I wouldn't include the Beatles.
the Bard of Hibbing.
Bard of Hibbing.
Can you sing that again?
He's an Iman. If you're going to Scarborough Fair, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to the dude or chick who lives there. He or she once was a true love of mine. P.S. Rosemary and tea.
couldn't think of anyone else that would be the Bob Harris I had in mind. So it was scary because I didn't want to make the movie if he wasn't going to do it. So, and I really wanted to make the movie. So, needless to say, I was happy when he showed up in Tokyo.
The bilingual challenge of working in Tokyo was significant. We were a small crew with a small budget, trying to overwhelm this gigantic city of maybe 20 million people. It was clear that you had to remain calm. It was almost like a war. It's like a sort of a military feeling. Like, okay, if we panic, we're really in trouble, because it seemed like you couldn't make yourself understood. And Sophia never settled at all with them. Just very politely smiled and said, "Yes, I see. I understand." No, what I really want to do now is, and then just keep going ahead like some sort of a small burrowing animal that's going to get through the clay eventually. And
Nice.
it is a pretty picture. But she just,
I thought you were going to say like a samurai or something.
Okay, like a samurai, like a small burrowing samurai with a short knife. The director of photography was?
It was Lance Accord, my friend, and I just think he's so talented and just made the film look beautiful and how I imagined and hoped, and even better.
When you see light and you see beauty in light, you know, okay, this guy's got some stuff. And the way he actually sort of made sure he got what he wanted, at the same time showed people how it was done. They were fascinated with watching him. I think they really liked watching him because he has so much enthusiasm. There was some sort of humor that usually accompanies a romance that I thought I could tackle and could make it, could help tell the story. And when this came, I thought, well, this is right where I can do this. I know this. I think I know this. I know a little bit about being a movie star and a little bit about the scenes, of being a fish out of water. I know what it's like to be a long ways from home, so I thought I could do this. The only question I had was how funny the boss wanted it to be. How funny this could be without affecting the film that Sophia wanted to make. And the art director?
First, Anna Ross was there before you came, and she was designing the stuff in the hotel, mostly when she had to leave. And then KK Barrett came from Los Angeles, and he showed up, I think, the day before shooting, and he got off the plane and started working and had great ideas for where to shoot in the city. We turned this little clothing store into the strip club, and the nightclub with the fireworks on the. He had an idea to get weather balloons to project the fireworks on. And Bill did learn some Japanese that he shared with us and kept things lively. Do you remember your phrases still?
My what?
Do you still remember your phrases?
I have a couple of, I had this book which I'd had in my library for maybe 10 or 12 years called Making Out in Japanese, and it's extremely helpful. And I would take it with me to dinner. I would take it with me to dinner wherever I'd go, and
I saw you carrying that around.
And I would just, wherever I went, I had this thing, and it was full of all kinds of phrases that like a college kid on his first trip to the Orient would have, and it had some helpful things, but more specifically, it had some magnificent things for this type of individual, including, do you have a curfew? And things like that. And I would ask this of elder, waitresses in restaurants, do you have a curfew? In Japanese, and do you think I could meet your family? Would your family approve of me? Can we get into the back seat?
You talking to me?
Needless to say, he was a fun person to be in Tokyo with.
Are you talking to me? Do you have protection?
Visita
I mean,
mi
I'd ask
canal.
that of sushi chefs. I'd say, do you have protection? And they would just fall apart. And it was kind of dangerous because they always have a knife in their hands anyway. I'm thinking, well, maybe they won't like that.
Nancy Steiner was our costume designer. And it was funny when you showed up, I talked to Nancy and she had come up with the look for Bob Harris. And then Bill showed up and we had never talked about it. And he'd brought some clothes and they were all exactly the same, like the same color
Really
scheme,
spooky.
and they were.
I'm stuck. Does it get easier?
No. Yes. It gets easier.
Oh, yeah? Look at you.
Thanks. I think it's really a key scene in the film. I think that's when most movie watchers decide that they like the film. Because there's a romantic encounter structure that we're all familiar with, and usually it gets to a point where the writing is not makes a choice to go one way or another, and usually both ways are sort of incorrect for me. They're almost not true in a way. In terms of writing a story that's worth repeating, maybe people either have an affair, a consummate affair, or they do something different and turn on each other or something. This was, and when you get to a point where you have the possibility to consummate affair, usually people will belittle their other life. You know, they will say it's less important to them and less meaningful and less successful. So to justify to themselves and to the other person that what choice they're going to make is going to be okay. And that was the tricky part about shooting the scene, was it sort of wasn't clear yet how we were going to get that across. And it took a while to figure it out. It was a tough night, and we did a little walking up and down the halls and made something that's made a scene that I'm very proud of. It's one of the nicest scenes I've ever made. And the makeup department?
And Morag Ross was our hero. She did the hair and makeup for Bill, Scarlett, and Giovanni, all the actors, all the makeup and all the hair, one person, and she was running all over. And I thought she made you look very handsome, and she made Scarlett look beautiful. And then Richard Beggs, the sound designer, who's a real artist. I love the moment when, after you bring Scarlett home and you're carrying her down the hall, and that My Bloody Valentine song was playing in the taxi, and then in the hallway he muffles it so it's just like it's ringing in your ear, and it's just like the residue of a song. Do you remember that moment? Which I love working with Richard Beggs. And then our fabulous producer Ross Katz, who kept it all together. And it was a hard shoot, and you made it all happen.
Sophia C. Coppola. This is Sophia C. Coppola. She wrote and directed Lost in Translation, which is my favorite movie that I've been in.
Oh, that's nice.
皆さんこんばんは。全世界35カ国で放送されているはずのベスティッティ TV。お相手は光トリック使ってます。マッシュみなみです。今夜のゲストはもう本当にナイスで、もうビッグなアメリカのムービースターをお呼びしております。彼とはマッシュはね、そのアパートの隣同士で住んで以来、もう親友です。お呼びしましょう。いきますよ。Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bud Harris, come on! Come on, Bob! Come on, Bob! Bob, come on! Bob, come on! Bob, come on! も もうねずっと最近ねメールばっかだったから会えて本当に嬉しい。どうぞどうぞお書きください。ボブのサンセットオッズをね日本で最初に紹介したのはこのマシューなんですよ。ねねね。なんでも今日はそのお礼のためにわざわざサバ寿司をもうマシューの大好物のサバ寿司を持ってきてくれたそうです。もう嬉しい。
I have a special gift I brought all the way from America for you.
America? No, it's a joke. Open up, open up, open up, open up, open up. Wow, 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 wow. Great サバ寿司。うちこれ大好きですね。さらに、ボブの次回作、東京オッズになんとマシューが裏から手を回して出演することが決定しました。メルシー。なんでもねマシューには忍者の役をいただいたそうですよ。親子忍者なんですって。
Father and son. Yeah, we're looking for a pink ninja outfit right now.
夢のね夢の共演だよね。夢の共演だよ。We are such a dream team. 喜びなさいよ。さあ今日はゲストに来てくださったのでボブにね特別にプレゼントをご用意しました。We have a special surprise for you.
驚きました。
それでは早速参りましょう。もうおなじみですね。マティやんなさいよ。マティの M よ M 手が M よ。マティマティマティマティマティこちらでございます。箱の中身を見ないで手で触った感触だけで中のものが一体何かを当てちゃうボブにプレゼントをしたいと思います。オープン。
Two-handed thing?
はい。
Yes.
二つに両手ですね。
もちろん Sure.
Am I going to enjoy this?
楽しめそうですか？
Enjoy us!
Okay.
Tryよ。Okay. No. 箱の中身は何でしょうね。箱の中身は何でしょうね。箱の中身は何でしょうね。箱の中身は何でしょうね。箱の中身は何でしょうね。うなぎですね。No. Well, good. Come on. Well, come on. Bob, やりすぎ。やりすぎやで。これ持たすの嫌で。Wow! Big surprise!